Your mental frequency is based on what you think about frequently. So is it on digital or analog? What are you thinking about in relationship to your internal dialogue? Do you have a wealthy or broken-minded mentality? What does that look like? I'm so glad you asked. Let's talk about a money mindset. How to be your own ATM. I'm mic'd up. Join me and let's mix it up. What's good people? How you doing? How you living? How's it going? What's happening? I hope you are doing well. Welcome to another edition of In the Mix. I'm yours truly, your host with the most, Dr. Eddie. Come on, family, hit the thumbs up button on this video. Come on, like, comment, share, subscribe, like. Come on. Yeah, hit the like button, hit the thumbs up button on this video. And then while you're doing that, you might as well hit the subscribe button as well. I don't want you to be a ghost follower at all. Come on, get in the mix within the mix. We're getting ready to have a conversation of illumination, a super conversation of illumination, that is. I need you to do what we always do, like we always do at this time, family. Come on, drop some light bulb emojis in the chat. We're getting ready to light it up all the way up. It's going to be 100 watts. You know I'm going to keep it 100 with you. Come on, throw those light bulb emojis in the chat. I appreciate your likes, but let's throw some lights. That's right. Let's light it all the way up. We're too lit to quit. We're going to stay lit. Why? Because we are the light of the world. This is our channel for change, our channel that breaks chains, our channel that creates change. And of course, we're going to spotlight and highlight our topic for today, which is about a money mindset. How to be your own ATM. Oh, I like that. I like that. And here's the thing. In order to be any of that, which I'm talking about, you have to adopt an open-minded idea. Your mind has to be open. Your mind has to be like a parachute, right? You got to adopt open-mindedness, meaning open-mindedness moves you into the place to where you're going beyond self-imposed restrictions. You're going past limitations. You're going past the segmented, stagnated imposter syndrome of stinking thinking that oftentimes keeps you soaking and sinking. You're going past scarcity mindset, right? Because here's the thing. The only limitations that are placed on you are the ones that you place on yourself. Isn't it interesting? Breaking news. Other people's limitations don't limit you. You are only limited by your own ideas. You are only limited by your own thoughts. You are only limited by your own particular opinions. And here's the thing. What are your opinions about you? What are your opinions about yourself? Oftentimes we have allowed other people's opinions to become our prison. We have allowed other people's opinions to become factual in our own lives. Come on, family. Just type money mindset. Come on, family. Just do that. Drop that in the chat. Money mindset. Sky's not the limit for you. It's just a view. The only limits are the ones that you place on yourself. Are y'all hearing me? Are y'all feeling me? Are y'all tracking me? We already in it. HTA, Hard Truth Alert. HTC, Hard Truth Conversation. We already in it. Because what we have allowed other people's opinions to become our prison, like I said. And we have allowed people to limit us because they place limits on themselves. just because they didn't have the unmitigated gall and temerity and the audacity to go after it, the dream, because they were so discouraged, here's what they do. Now they try to cloud your courage. They try to cloud your courage with discouragement. Yeah, they try to cloud your courage with discouragement. Because they didn't do it. Because they didn't believe it. Because they didn't go after it. Whatever that dream was, whatever that talent was, whatever it is that they desired to do, they didn't aspire to go after it. Now, here's what they do. They impose their limitations and their restrictions on you. They impose, here's what it is. They impose their broke-minded mentality on you. And you never move into the whole aspect of the riches, of the wealth, of the greatness, of who it is that you are. Yeah, you got to overcome those emotional snipers. You have to overcome that limited belief, mentality, and mindset. You got to overcome that feeling that you're just hopeless and worthless. You got to overcome those things. The NPD, the narcissistic personality disorder. You have to overcome their gaslighting. You have to overcome the conformity and the complexity so that you can think counterculture. You got to overcome that mediocre mindset. You got to believe, and you have to internalize this. Hear me, you are not an underachiever. You are an overcomer. Come on, family, just type that in the chat. I'm an overcomer. Come on, type that. I'm an overcomer. Come on, I want you to confess it. I want you to affirm it. I want you to rehearse it. I want it to be ingrained in your mind. I want it to be seared in your conscience and in your thinking, because it's your season for seizing. You've done enough to survive. It's your season to thrive. In order to do that, here's what you got to do. You have to overthrow the status quo. Am I saying it for show? Come on, am I saying it for show on this show? You have to overthrow the status quo. Got to think bigger than ever before. You got to think bigger. You got to think better. You got to think brighter. I'm giving you your vitamin B3 shot. Come on, family, just type B3. Yeah, I'm going to work your thumbs today. Come on, type B3. Bigger, better, brighter. That's what it's got to be. You got to get to that particular place that, like, listen, yo, I'm going to blow my own mind. God's going to blow my mind. God's not going to only blow your mind. He's going to blow the mind of people who already made up their mind about you. Are you hearing what I'm saying to you? Who am I talking to? I hope it's you. In order to experience the infinity of who God is, I have to adopt the identity of God. I'm created in his image. But here's what the world wants to do. The world wants to make me into their image. But I'm not just made in God's image. Here's what I'm made in. I'm made in his likeness. And since I'm made in his likeness, I have the mindset that he has. I can't be conformed to this world. I got to be transformed by the renewing of my mind. I got to get to the particular place to where I say, listen, let this mind be in me, which was also in Christ Jesus. And guess what? In that mind of his was innovation. In that mind of his is innovation. When I'm in his likeness, I'm an innovator. When I'm in his likeness, I'm a trendsetter. When I'm in his likeness, I'm a trailblazer. When I'm in his likeness, I'm a history maker. I'm a record breaker. I'm a mover. I'm a shaker. When he tells me to move, I got to move just like that. Yeah, just like ludicrous. Even if it feels ludicrous to me, even if the idea seems ludicrous to me, I got to go after it. Because here's the thing, people will do this. First, they call you crazy, then they call you for advice. But guess what? If they want to pick your brain, pick their pocket. If they want your voice, give them an invoice. Y'all not talking to me. That's right. Because listen to me. It cost you going through pain, going through isolation, going through all the times of what it is that you had to burn the midnight oil and you had to burn the candle at both ends, and all the years of learning, all the years of training, all the years of studying, all the years of training for reigning. and you don't think it was a price? Come on. Well, you only give me 30 minutes, just for you to share your knowledge, but it took me 30 years. Yeah, you see what I do in 30 minutes. You see what I'm doing in 45 minutes. You see what I'm doing in 60 minutes. But it took years and decades of preparation for me to get my mind to this particular level of growth, of development, of empowerment, of preparation, of inspiration. Why? Because I internalized the whole aspect that if I don't evolve, I won't be involved. Come on, family. Come on, family. Come on, family. We're having a super conversation. Drop a super chat. Drop a super sticker. We're having a super conversation already. Come on, family. Just type innovate. Type innovate. I have to adopt a money mindset. I got to be my own ATM. And here's the thing. Many of us are not our own ATM because we're dealing with ants, A-N-T-S. Yeah, we're dealing with the ants of society. We're dealing with the ants of life. We're dealing with ants that are in our minds. Yeah, automatic negative thought syndrome. Yeah, that's the S on it. Take the S off of it. Automatic negative thoughts. Many of us suffering from automatic negative thought syndrome. Dealing with all these automatic negative thoughts. 75% of the thoughts that we think every single hour, according to researchers, are negative. What they says is it takes about 12 seconds to retrain your brain and to reframe your thinking to where now in that 12 seconds it could possibly shift you for the next 60 minutes. When a thought comes to you, listen, I gotta take the next 12 seconds and think about something positive. Oh yeah, that 12 reminds me of Romans 12. Be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of my mind. It reminds me of Philippians, which says, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are good report, whatsoever things are virtuous, whatsoever things are of praise. If there be any virtue, if there be any praise, this is what I got to do. This is what we have to do. This is what we need to do. We have to think on these things. If it ain't positive, if it's not powerful, if it's not impactful, if it's not going to level me up, here's what I got to do. I got to get to the place in my life to where I say, nah, I don't need to be thinking about that. Got to think bigger, better, brighter. I have to adopt a mindset of innovation and creativity. I have to replace ants, automatic negative thoughts with, here it is, automatic transform mindset. That's my ATM. Here's what you want to do. You want to adopt a money mindset? Then guess what? You got to be your own ATM. Automatic transform mindset. Can never level up financially if I don't level up mentally. What did Napoleon Hill write the book? It was called Think and Grow Wealthy. You don't just grow wealthy just because you just want to grow wealthy. You got to think first. Think and Grow Rich it is. Yeah, Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich was the name of the book. It's the name of the book. I got to think and grow rich. For me to grow rich, for me to grow wealthy, it first begins with the level of my thinking. I cannot produce any bigger than how I think. And all of us, and generally a lot of us, what we have to do is we have to shift from just being a purchaser to being a producer. We got to shift from being a consumer to being a creator. That all goes along with my level of thinking. I got to shift my ideas and the income, my contacts and the contracts. I have to innovate. Innovators understand this, that they don't need wings to jump and take the leap. Here's what they do. They take the leap to jump and grow wings in the air. I don't even know if you're an entrepreneur to where you were working under somebody who's in a particular business and they have a particular vision and you're assisting them with that. But here's what, in the midst of being an entrepreneur, even if you're an entrepreneur, I got to think like an entrepreneur. And here's what an entrepreneur does. An entrepreneur jumps off a cliff and builds a plane on the way down without a parachute. They're going to take the jump. They don't need wings to jump. They're going to take the leap. They're going to jump. And they're going to grow the wings in the air. Entrepreneur is the one who jumps off a cliff and builds a plane on the way down without a parachute. It's a lot of risk and reward, family. But hear me. You don't get the reward without taking the risk. And for many of us, we have risk aversion. Yeah. We have an aversion to risk. We don't take a calculated risk at all. Thinking big is too risky for some of us. Writing down our goals is too risky for some of us. Only 5% of Americans write down their goals. Of the 5% that do, 95% of the time, they end up completing it and bringing it to fruition. I got to do something different to get something different. I got to think the thoughts that I've never thought before so that I can go where I've never gone before. Sad indictment is for you to be thinking the same way as you were last month. Sad indictment is for you to be thinking the same way as you were last year and years prior and decades. Come on. I got to renew my mind. I have to adopt a mindset to where I'm replacing ants with ATMs. Automatic negative thoughts to moving to automatic transform mindset. Got to transform my level of thinking. Come on, family, type transform. Come on, transform. Come on, type that. Transform. Family, I love it. With all of these colorful commenters in here, this is what I want you to do. I want you to partner with us. Yeah, I want you to partner with us by securing a badge. I believe you can secure a badge for as little as $9, $9.99, $10. And guess what? You're planting a seed in the ground right here because your partnership means the world to us. To where we're expanding our reach, to where we're expanding this show, to where we're growing, to where we're able to adopt new equipment so that we can make this show even better for you. That's what we intend to do. So you can help us by going ahead and securing a badge right now on any level, whether it's VIP, whether it's royalty, or whether it's OQP. All you have to do is tap the join button, that's on this video. The link is in the chat. The link is also in the description of this video for how to go and secure a badge. I'm so grateful for all of our supporters who have secured a badge. I want you to be a supporter of In the Mix. Come on, how are you just going to watch In the Mix and not be a supporter of In the Mix? Come on, I want you to be a supporter with us. We're leveling you up. We're stretching the elasticity of your thinking and your mindset. And so I want you to help us stretch and reach to higher heights and deeper depths. Family, hit the thumbs up button on this video. Hit the thumbs up on this video. Yeah, we're having a courageous conversation. Drop a super chat. Drop a super sticker. Having and adopting a money mindset says, I'm going to be someone who is a good steward of the resources that I've been given. That's what I have to be. I got to be a good steward of the resources of what it is that I have financially. I got to be a good steward of my emotions. I have to be a good steward of my mindset. I have to be a good steward of my thoughts. Are my thoughts going to run me, or am I going to run my thoughts? Are my emotions going to run me, or am I going to run my emotions? Because here's the thing. I was talking to a few brothers the other day, and they were talking about people who make a lot of money, or athletes that make a lot of money, and then after retirement or after being cut from a team, within a few years they're broke. Because it's not so much about the money, it's about the mindset. And hear me, it's not about how much money you make, it's about how much money you keep. And oftentimes we have not been ingrained with the requisite skills for developing our financial literacy. Generally, we're learning it on the back end, but not on the front end. And so when you come from communities like me, or you are a person who looks like me, you understand that people who are African Americans, my black brothers and sisters, we have a $1.5 trillion buying power is what they say. But they don't say a $1.5 trillion investing power. Don't get it twisted. Black folks got money. So much so that if we pulled all of our resources together, we'd be the 16th richest nation on planet Earth. But how are we using our resources? Are we allowing the dollar to circulate within our own community? Statistics suggest that we only spend 1% of our resources with people who look like us. Isn't that interesting? We only spend 1% of our resources financially with people who look like you and me. But hear me. If you took that 1% to 10%, if we shifted that 1% to 10%, we could create 1 million new jobs. I want you to make an investment in yourself. If you're not a part of our Eagles community as we're having this courageous conversation, come on. I want you to defy the odds. They say we only spend 1% of our resources with people who look like us, with people who look like me. Come on, I want you to defy those odds. I want you to invest in yourself and become a member of our Eagles community. I'm empowering you to soar into greater success and purpose. I'm empowering you to level up, to go where you've never gone before, to do what you've never done before, cultivating your marketplace mindset, really moving you to a place to where you can be your own greatest ATM, to recognize your goods, your services, your gifts that you have, that the marketplace needs, that the value that you can add to so many other people. Cultivating your emotional intelligence, your relational intelligence. Stretching the elasticity of your thinking, where we go further and farther than where we go here. You owe it to you to invest in you. Where we're hearing testimonies week after week of incredible Eagles, empowered, authentically gifted leaders envisioning success. Yes, that's my acronym for it. Come on, Eagles. Drop some eagle emojis in the chat, family. Transformative thinking. Transform to where they are cultivating, where they are using their voice, to where they're creating, birthing curriculum, birthing books. You owe it to you to get into a community of like-minded individuals like you. Go right now, theeaglesacademy.com, theeaglesacademy.com. TheEaglesAcademy.com. When you get there, tap the Join Now button, fill out the form, and I guarantee you will be transformed. Family, gonna take a little break. But guess what? On the other side of this break, there is more breakthrough. Yeah. Got a special message for you. In the midst of this special message, I'm going to stick and stay. More is on the way. After these messages, I'll be right back. Family, there is power in partnership, and we are better together, which is why I am on a mandated mission to activate 30, yes, 30 new action takers who are ready to soar beyond their limits. I'm ready to develop and deploy you into your gifts and your greatness. Now, are you ready? Well, get activated by joining the Eagles Academy, where we cultivate your gifts and your talents to become the greatest version of yourself. And we do this through weekly mastermind sessions where you receive strategies for exponential growth with self-paced Eagles Nest reflections that include personalized feedback to transform you, to renew your mindset, to empower you to take action and actualize your purpose. Are you an action taker? If so, today I ask you, are you ready to answer the call? Well, great. Then visit theeaglesacademy.com and become a member. For only $24.99, you will unlock unlimited knowledge and resources that will launch you and catapult you into the greatest version of yourself. I invite you to the winner's circle. On your mark, get set, go right now to theeaglesacademy.com and seize this moment. Yes, y'all. And we don't stop. Come on, family. I need you to heed to these resources that you've heard. Let's get back to the word. Family, we're talking about a money mindset. Yes, we are. Yes, y'all. And we don't stop. Money, 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 money. Money. I can strike a little note. Yeah. Talking about a money mindset. How to be your own ATM. Yeah, ATM. Automatic transformed mindset. I like that. Come on, family. Type ATM. Type ATM. Generally, when we think about an ATM, we think about what it is that we withdraw. Yeah, but I want you to think about what you deposit. I'm speaking over your life right now. You're getting ready to make more deposits than withdrawals, financially, spiritually, socially, emotionally, mentally. Sure enough, financially. Yeah. Your bank account ain't just going to be for withdrawal. No, it's going to be for deposits. Yeah. Cash App deposits, PayPal deposits, Zelle deposits. Yeah, check deposits. Come on now. That's what it's going to be. In order to do that, we have to challenge our level of thinking. Yeah, we do. We have to not limit our challenges, but we have to challenge our limits. We have to challenge our limitations. Because hear me, if you don't deal with what you're dealing with, then what you're dealing with is going to deal with you. And I just want to ask you this question, because a lot of times our mindset is on analog, but not on digital, due to the fact that the internal dialogue is skewed. I want to ask you, what is your inner voice saying to you about you? What is your inner voice saying to you about you? Are you saying that you're a failure? Are you saying that you're less than? Are you saying it's always going to be this way? Are you saying that you're never going to amount to anything? Are you saying, listen, just because my mom and my daddy were this way, or my grandfather, my grandmother, or auntie them, or family them, and this, that, and the other, and my uncle, XYZ, this is how it's going to be. No, 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 no. Got to get to the particular place where you say, listen, no, the devil is a lie. I'm going to engage in the fear surgency of now. I'm going to do something different so that my children, so that my family, so that who's connected to me, so that my loved ones, so that my friends can pour in. I can pour into them. And in order for us to do that, here's what it takes. It takes us either being obsessed or being average. It's a fine line in the sand. It's going to be pain either way in life. It's the pain of discipline, or it is the pain of consequence. Which one is it going to be? The pain of consequence says, listen, I shoulda, coulda, woulda. I wish I would have done this. I wish I would have done that. I should have dedicated this amount of time to XYZ, to this, that, and the other. Or the pain of discipline says, really didn't feel like doing it, but I'm glad I did. Because oftentimes I sure enough know that the greatest pain in life, that the greatest blessing in life, rather, comes from doing what you don't feel like doing to get what it is that you want to receive. Yeah, it is. The greatest blessing in life comes from what you don't feel like doing what you don't feel like doing. I got to either be obsessed or I have to be average. I'm going to either be obsessed or I'm going to be average. The choice is yours. It's up to you. And in order to do that, hear me, you have to declutter your mind. You have to declutter your environment. I have to declutter my mind. I have to declutter my environment so that I can have an open mind in order to receive from an open heaven. Come on, family, type open mind. Type open mind. I have to have an open mind in order to receive from an open heaven, because an open heaven is a haven. Yes, it is. An open heaven is a haven for restoration. What I have to do? Got to challenge myself to be creative. Family, just type challenge yourself. Come on, family. Challenge yourself. Challenge yourself to be creative. Challenge yourself to be innovative. Challenge yourself to be imaginative. Challenge yourself. Give your mind a task. Give your mind an assignment every single day to say, let me think about this differently. How can I push the needle forward in this particular industry that I have? How can I do something different today? How can I challenge myself to go past my own limitations, to think bigger, to think better, to think brighter? And in order to do that, this is what I got to do. I got to pray for strategy. I got to pray that God gives me strategy. I need strategy for my relationships. I need strategy for my finances. You need strategy to parent. You need strategy for financial instability. You need strategy to handle financial instability. You need strategy for financial stability. You need strategy for overflow that is in your life. You need strategy for your business. You need strategy to manage your job. You need strategy for your ideas. And in order to do that, what we have to do, we got to think critically. We have to think creatively. We have to think imaginatively. We have to think strategically. You have amazing resources within you. You have a gift for greatness. You have a genius that is on the inside of you that has oftentimes been untapped, that has oftentimes been undiscovered. Got to think critically. I got to think creatively. I got to think imaginatively. I got to think strategically. Why? Because that's how God thinks about you. You were created in His image. And I need you to hear me. Your feet will never take you where your mind has never been. Let me say that twice because those so nice. Your feet will never take you where your mind has never been. And here's the power, here's the grandeur, here's the beauty about being human. I need you to understand this. You're more than just a human doing, you're a human being. Here's the beauty about being human. Human beings are the only ones who have the ability to be anything that they want to be at any particular given time. Do you hear me? It goes beyond instincts for us. It's about our imagination that now moves us into a particular place to where we can impact our own lives and impact other people's lives. Human beings are the only creatures. We are the only ones who have the ability to be anything that we want at any given time. What do I mean by that? You're just one thought away from shifting your future through the power of your vision. You're just one thought away from being a millionaire. You're just one thought away from possibly being a billionaire. You're just one thought away from moving from employee to employer. You're just one thought away. What do I mean by that? One of my favorite two classes in school, well, two of my favorite two classes in school were gym and lunch. Yeah, my favorite two classes in school were my two favorite two classes in school were gym and lunch. One to chase girls in gym and to sit down and eat with them at lunch. Y'all got to pray for me. But here's what I learned. Here's what I learned. I learned that in my chemistry class, that water steams at 211 degrees but boils at 212 degrees. Isn't it interesting? It's just 1 degree difference from steam to boil. 1 degree difference from 211 to 212, from steam to boil. For many of us, we're just 1 degree away from moving our life to another dimension. We're just one thought away. We're just one prayer away. We're just one book away. We're just one idea away. We're just one, I need you to hear me, decision away from shifting and changing the trajectory of our life. Come on, family, drop a 1 in the chat. Drop a 1. Come on, put a 1 in the chat. What did Eminem say? You only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better lose yourself. Lose all the things that stop you from winning. Show called The Biggest Loser. Yeah, for many of us, we got to lose what is stopping us from winning. Lose the scarcity mindset. Lose the emotional snipers. Lose the people who bring drama and are dream killers. Lose what stops you from moving into the place and the power of your destiny. Lose and move. Because sometimes you got to lose to win. You got to give up to go up. Got to get rid of to step into. You are only one thought away. You are only one decision away. You are only one prayer away. You are only one strategy away. You are only one project away from shifting your life to another dimension, from adopting, here it is, a money mindset to be your own ATM. But it only happens when I move into a place of understanding that the ATM means automatic transform mindset. And I need you to hear me. Come on, family, type extraordinary. Type extraordinary. Come on, you are extraordinary. You were not created to be ordinary. You were created to be extraordinary. Here's the beauty of being extraordinary. Living an extraordinary life begins by adopting an extraordinary mindset. Let me say it twice because it's so nice. Living an extraordinary life begins by adopting an extraordinary mindset. Proverbs 23:7 gives us the blueprint. As a man thinketh in his heart. I need you to understand the heart is not the physical organ that he's referring to. Solomon is not referring to the physical organ that beats and keeps you alive. No, what he's referring to, as a man thinketh in his mind. Another word for heart is mind. The Greeks defined the word heart as leb, which is the seat of your emotions. It's your mind, your will, your emotions. It is the mind which organizes your thoughts. As a man thinketh in his mind, so is he or she. And here's the thing, a lot of times for many of us who are Christians, you think that when you become a Christian, you check your mind at the door. No. That's not what happens. When you become a Christian, you don't check your mind at the door when your knees hit the floor. No. More than ever before, you need a mind renewal. Family, just type renew your mind. I got to renew my mind. I have to put my frequency, I have to put the mental frequency of my mind on another tier, on another level, on another dimension. I have to change my mental frequency from AM to FM. I have to change my mental frequency from satellite to analog, from analog to digital. Got to change my mental frequency from AM to FM to satellite, from analog to digital. And too many of us are on analog and AM. And guess what? It's a lot of static up in here. It's a lot of static in our mind. It's a lot of interference. It's a lot of unnecessary chatter in our mind. It's a lot of stinking thinking that keeps us sulking and sinking. But I need you to hear me. You operate at a higher level of thinking mentally and spiritually. You operate at a higher level of spiritual acuity with inspiration and prophetic insight. Because, yes, you may have been also called to prophesy the future and even prognosticate the future. But don't forget the fact that you're also called to provoke the future. And provoking the future is by creating the future. And the best way to create the future is to be strategic. Got to be innovative. I have to push the envelope. I have to expand my level of thinking and understand that things don't just happen to me. Things happen for me. Yeah. Things happen for you, but they also happen because of you. Come on, family, just type "is happening." It's happening. I want to speak over your life right now. It's happening for you. The new tax bracket is happening for you. The goal and the dream and the idea is happening for you. Come on, family, just type, it's happening for me. It's happening. Oh, yeah. Whatever you're expecting, believe that it's happening for you. Why? Because you're going to live to see it happen. You're going to live to see it happen. And what's happening for you is going to affect your children. What's happening for you is going to hit your house. What's happening for you is going to hit your home. What's happening for you is going to bless your spouse. What's happening for you is going to bless you at your job. What's happening for you is going to bless you in your business. What's happening for you is going to hit your church. It's going to hit your sorority. It's going to hit your fraternity. What's happening for you is going to hit your community. What's happening for you is going to permeate in your school district. What's happening for you is going to hit your classroom. What's happening for you is going to hit you in your medical field. It's going to be revealed. What's happening for you is going to happen now. 0 to 100 real quick. Expect it to happen quickly, expediently, abundantly, above all that you can ask or think. Come on, family, just type suddenly. Suddenly my mind just shifted. Suddenly my money's not funny. My change isn't strange. My debit or credit doesn't seem to be able, it can now get it. My dime has time. Now it's getting ready to shift. It's getting ready to shift. Financial instability that you had is over for you. The overhead that was over your head, that was on top of your head, is now going to be under your feet. Living in doubt, living in debt, canceled. You're going to live to see it happen. It's happening for you. It's happening for those who are closest to you. It's happening for your friends and your loved ones and your family too. It's happening for you. Why? Because your cup is running over. What's in the cup is for you. What spills out of the cup is to bless other people with it. Family, just type overflow. Money mindset, overflow. Wealth of the wicked is laid up for the just. He giveth you the power to get wealth. Beloved, above all things, I wish that you would prosper and be in good health, even as your soul prospers. Come on, family, type prosperity. Prosperity, prosperity. I'm prospering in my health. I'm prospering in my finances. I'm prospering on my job. I'm prospering in my business. Whatever I put my hands to, it prospers. Family, I want you to sow into this word that you've heard. Not as a debt that you owe, it is a seed that you sow. You've got a seed. I want you to put a seed in the ground right here. I want you to put a seed in the ground right here. I want you to partner with us by sowing and being a giver into this vision, into In the Mix, where we're shifting you where you've been to take you to where it is that you've been called to go. You've been created to go. Yeah, you're going to be on ATM. Automatic transform mindset, overcoming the ants of life, the automatic negative thoughts. God is doing the transforming. God is transforming your finances. He's transforming your situation. He's transforming you with not just information, but with revelation to overcome your situation. I would that you sow where you grow. This is where you grow. I want you to sow. This is where you soar. I want you to sow where you soar. And you can do that by adding to this conversation. Family, we've been having a super conversation. Drop a super chat. Drop a super sticker. Yeah. Drop a super chat. Drop a super sticker. The link is in the chat for where to give and how to give. The link is in the description of this video for where to give and how to give as well. You can do that via Cash App, $access identity, PayPal, Zelle, EddieConnorJr at Gmail. Once again, PayPal, Zelle, EddieConnorJr, Gmail, as well as Cash App, $access identity. That's what it is. family. And as you're sowing your seed, I do want you to name your seed. Yeah, I want you to name your seed. Maybe you're naming your seed money mindset. Maybe you're naming your seed financial stability. Maybe you're naming your seed ATM, automatic transform mindset. Maybe you're naming your seed deposits. Why? Because you're expecting God to not only deposit money, but motivation, miracles, signs and wonders into your life. I'm believing it. That is going to happen for you. I'm joining my faith to yours, that God does exceedingly abundantly above all that you can ask or think. Family, thank you for the super chat and the super sticker. Thank you for sowing where the links are in this chat. Thank you for sowing where the links are in this video. And family, hear me. You need the right teacher. You need an amazing instructor. You need to be a part of a Thrive tribe, where it's going to cause you to level up, where it's going to cause you to go up. You need strategy, structure, solutions, and systems to take your vision to another dimension. But hear me, you don't just soar as high as your dream, you soar as high as your team. I want you to join our team. I want you to be a part of our amazing accountability circle of partners. I want you to partner with us. The ultimate partnership that you can have is by going to our Eagles community. Yeah, the ultimate partnership with us. I appreciate you partnering, yeah. By hitting the subscribe button, not only are you a subscriber, but you're a partner. I appreciate you getting one of those tiers, VIP, Royalty, OQP. But you want to go all the way to another level in partnership with us, join our Eagles community. I want to see your face in our digital space of transformation. I want to see your face in our digital space of soaring into a greater level of success and purpose. I want to see your face in our digital space where we go where we've never gone before to do what we've never done before. And that is stirring up our gifts, developing our emotional intelligence, our spiritual intelligence, building healthy relationships. Go right now to theeaglesacademy.com. When you get there, tap the Join Now button, fill out the form, be transformed. The link to join is in the description of this video, but it's also in our chat as well. Family, hit the thumbs up button on this video. Hit the thumbs up button on this video. While you're doing that, hit the subscribe button as well. Not only are you a subscriber, you are a partner. And of course, I do want you to partner with us as well on that level of any of the 3 tiers. Cheers for the 3 tiers: VIP, Royalty, OQP. And my gift to you for doing that and for joining us is to give you membership to our Connor's Corner. Got a lot of content in Connor's Corner. I'm doing some coaching, I'm doing some teaching, I'm doing some instructing and some empowering, just some connecting, just some behind the scenes footage and information and revelation and inspiration that you're not going to get on my social media. You're not going to get on just the YouTube channel in general. You only get that in the membership portion and portal of my YouTube circle. So I would that you join there, and your partnership, your seed, helps us to meet the needs of this show and this broadcast and this program. So I thank you in advance for doing that. Family, In the Mix is out of time, but y'all know I'm not out of truth. And so I want to thank you for rocking with me. I want to thank you for riding with me. I really do want to thank you for rolling with me. Why? Because that's just how we roll. And we roll together each and every single weekday, Monday through Friday, for In the Mix, right here on the YouTube side. So of course, yeah, hit the thumbs up button, like, comment, share, subscribe. Yeah. Of course, we mix it up on the YouTube side, but also on our sister satellite stations on social media. And we give a sincere salute to all of you who watch us there. I just got a question for you, though. Are you my friend? Are we locked in? Then step this way. Step that way. Then step this way. Step that way. Which way? By friending me? By following me? Right now. Yeah. Immediately. Yep. Right now on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, TikTok. We don't stop at EddieConnorJr. Come on, family, put some respect on my name. EddieConnorJr. If I can help you, if I can serve you in any way, don't hesitate. Please reach out to me. If you're looking for a dynamic speaker, now why would you look any further? You know I'm the man for the job. So invite me to speak at your church, your conference, your community center. your school, your graduation, your event, your session, whatever's clever. Let's make some progression. Email me to invite me info@EddieConnor.com. Yeah, let's make some progression. Email me to invite me info@EddieConnor.com, and it would be an honor for me, to empower you and make it do what it do. It's yours truly, Dr. Eddie, your main man, 100 grand, your brother, and I mean that from another mother. Family has been fun, but a brother gotta run. So I want you to know it's been a privilege and a pleasure, a treat and a treasure, a joy. Yes, it has been beyond measure. But I want you, yes, you, I'm talking to you, to remember to keep the faith and believe it's going to be bigger, better, brighter, peace, and a whole lot of love. Keep